Hello everyone, this is my interview with Bymedalcore. You can check out his channel via the link in the description below. How did you get into YouTube?
Way before I figured out that I could post videos on YouTube, I would just film videos on a flip camera and me and my cousin would just watch them and laugh at them, and we just enjoy our own company. So I eventually thought, oh, hey, there's a YouTube thing, and that's a place where you can share videos and other people around the world can enjoy those videos. So basically I started uploading like just the randomest videos on YouTube, not even gaming related. Even though of course I played video games for as long as I can remember, I started uploading random videos that we would make, and eventually it turned to literally holding a camera up to the screen and then make videos of that. And then I eventually got an HD PVR. It took years for me to just get resources that I have now, I guess. I've had my lighting situation for a couple years. I've had my PC for like 4 or 5 years, so I definitely need to upgrade. I had a microphone. I was using the same terrible microphone for a long time, upgraded that one, and then I just recently upgraded again for a better microphone. To answer your question in a short manner, I started because I had videos and I wanted to share them. And of course, when I started sharing them, I was getting no views. I was literally, the only views were me and my friends or whatever. So it wasn't until a year or two ago when other people started actually watching my videos. And it took a couple channels, a couple ideas, just, it's all just trial and error basically, until I eventually was able to see some growth at least. Because now I can see that there's growth, and it's not like, oh, we're just standstill right now. Like there's actually new people coming and a new community being created, which I think is really cool.
You said you did random videos and then you went into gaming. So how did you get into gaming?
I've always liked games, but the gaming videos, I kind of wanted to make like guides and help people out. I started videoing my monitor, like I said, just like with the camera or whatever. And I started just looking into other YouTubers and figuring out how they got their setups. And I think one of the first gaming videos I made on my older channels, like it was just like random games that I just played, and I would just either make a guide, or those guides got no views, or just like a let's play or just something silly with my friends. And like even there's old videos of me playing Minecraft, and since I was running on a really old laptop, it was all laggy and it was all messed up. The only thing that sounded not laggy was my microphone. It was just crazy that I actually uploaded those. It was just so bad, but I had fun doing it. And so that's what, I don't know, I enjoy making short movies and stuff like that. Gaming videos is just something it's like, hey, I would be doing this by myself. Might as well share with other people. So when I say, hey guys, I'm going to live stream tonight, that means, hey, that night, if I didn't even have YouTube or anything, that night I would literally play that much hours of games. So just doing that, I'm sharing with other people. It takes a little bit extra out of you to edit them and record it and figure out what you're going to do. But I mean, I have fun doing it, so I like it.
What genre of games do you like best?
I like all games. A lot of people thought at the beginning I really liked first-person shooters the most, but eventually I diversed and grew my expansion of knowledge of games and got into RPGs, puzzles, mystery, racing games, like you name it, I'll get into it. If it's interesting to me, whether it's story-wise or gameplay-wise, I would love to play it. Weirdest games you never think of like interest me. Like a recent, I think it might be a Ubisoft game, and it's part of like their indie development where you're basically like a little animal or something and you just go around doing stuff like that. That sounds super like cool. I don't know, just any game really. I don't, it's just weird because I'm just into like Magic the Gathering, like card games, to freaking like World of Warcraft, to Call of Duty, to whatever. Like it's expansive, the amount of games I play. I just keep my mind open. There's not a specific genre that I like. That's why kind of like when I got into Kingdom Hearts, I was like, yo, I thought Kingdom Hearts was more like Final Fantasy because I compared the two a lot. But once I actually started playing the game recently, my mind was blown that it was the opposite of what I thought.
So how do you get into Kingdom Hearts? It's the most recent extension of your channel?
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is my most recent kind of popular video on my channel. That's why it's the majority of content, but also I still try to post just random stuff here and there, Pokemon card openings, just random stuff that I can see who likes it and if people like it and stuff. My friends always talk about Kingdom Hearts. I just never cared enough. I thought it was like a stupid game before I learned much about it. I didn't really know what it was, to be honest. I saw a commercial of it when I was younger, but I just didn't know. I was never introduced to that with the friend group that I was with at the moment. But once I got into high school, a lot of kids started talking about it that were around me, but I still didn't care. It wasn't until I know my girlfriend showed me, she of course talked about Kingdom Hearts. She even wore a Kingdom Hearts shirt that she got like years prior before I would see things and know things, but I wouldn't actually play the game. And I eventually got her a DS game to play on like a road trip that we were on. And I actually helped her with some of the bosses because the bosses were super hard. And I kind of got into that, but then it wasn't until Kingdom Hearts Unchained Chi came out and I introduced that to her. I was like, hey, look, there's a mobile game. Because, of course, at that time I was into mobile games and she played it and I thought it was pretty interesting. So I downloaded it as well. And then I just thought, hey, you know, since I really like this game and I can relate to it because of Disney characters, might as well just make a video about it. So I made a couple videos. More people that weren't casuals to my channel started showing up. I shared it through KH Insiders forums and tweeted. Just eventually it all worked out that people enjoyed the content. And so I was like, you know what? I can't just sit here and not know Kingdom Hearts. So that's why currently I'm avidly trying to learn more and play all the games of Kingdom Hearts, all the ones that I have access to. And I had my friend Quentin help me out do that because he got into Kingdom Hearts Unchained Chi because we knew he was a big Kingdom Hearts fan. And for example, as well, weeks before the game came out, months before the game came out, his wallpaper was Naruto and Kingdom Hearts. And I would see that and I was like, I just didn't put the connection together that, hey, I might like that game. I was just like, whatever, I'm playing other games at the time. So that's why once Cook's content started becoming better or more popular than anything on my channel, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play the games and actually learn stuff. So I played KH1, started KH2, watched 358x2, played a little bit of Recoded. I can't remember if we finished it. Of course, playing Kingdom Hearts Unchained Chi, and then right now I'm live streaming Birth by Sleep just to share my experiences and my first impressions because these games have been out for so long that it's cool that people can re-experience something as my fresh experience the game.
When I first played Kingdom Hearts, I wasn't really into it. I got stuck, and then a couple of months later, I decided to go back at it again.
Yeah, a lot of people get stuck when they were younger because, like, of course, the game came out so long ago, so you could have been 5 when you played the game, and then you're like 20 now. A lot of people were younger when they started playing this game. Even Quentin's like, yeah, I got stuck on this one boss, and I cried, and I didn't want to play it anymore. Like, everybody has that moment with Kingdom Hearts, especially if you're younger.
For me, it was trying to get the Dark Side boss before I got the Keyblade. I got really stuck there.
Oh, like right in the beginning?
Yeah, I thought I had to try and kill all of the Heartless that were trying to attack me rather than just go over to the island. So
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, because it's just unlimited wave of Heartless.
Yeah, and a couple of months later, I decided I'm gonna have another try at this, and then I got really into it.
I mean, this story's great. I mean, it's kind of all over the place, but it's awesome. Once you actually learn the mechanics of the game, because the bosses are very interesting. I'm like, oh yeah, some of these bosses are easy, but then you get on like that one boss that you get stuck on, and you're like, no.
Like in Unchained Memory in the Riku story when you go against Trickmaster.
I haven't played that, but I've heard a lot of people talk about that one boss.
It's just you can't change your deck to get really good stuff. That's the main problem. So you have to use all your attacks sparingly.
It's just weird. The games and the bosses, it's just like it's portrayed as a kid's game, but then when you fight the bosses, you're like, this is not in terms of how hard the bosses are.
And then some of the story is quite dark.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
How do you think you became so successful? 3,000, that is still quite successful.
The little success I've had, I think it's having people comment on my videos is a success in itself just by having people actually watch my videos because like I said, years ago, nobody watched the content. So I think it's no matter how many subs I have, as long as I have people actually watching the videos, I'm happy. And I think I worked and kept on trying. Like when I was younger, I had nobody watching my videos and I just trial and error, learn from my mistakes, and eventually, I don't know, just kept on trying. That was basically the best thing I could say to myself. Something will eventually work out. And I didn't expect Kingdom Hearts to work out, but honestly, I don't mind for it to work out because it's a fun series and there's so many cool people in the community. Of course, there's a lot of people who are like, you didn't say this name right, but it's like, yeah, well, I'm still playing through the games. I still need to learn everything. I still haven't played the games like 3 times like a lot of people have. Like, this is my first playthrough.
Well, that's sort of fun to show everyone first time going through it.
Yeah,
a bit
definitely.
Daunting with everyone saying, no, you shouldn't have done that. You should have done
exactly. Yeah.
So I sort of know that feeling. I tried to get my sister to play a couple of games. She wasn't very good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not for the faint of heart. It's pretty hard.
Trying to get her to play Assassin's Creed. You just walk along this bread. Don't jump off.
You parkour.
Well, thanks for watching this video. This has been Pyro, signing off.
Goodbye.